Hey guys, what's up? This is Blaze the Movie Fan and it's time for another movie review. This time I will be reviewing the movie Wreck-It Ralph. You know, I was really looking forward to this movie. Ever since Jeremy Jahns reviewed the trailer for it, I just knew I had to see it. And after Jeremy Jahns, Chris Duckman, The Smosh, and The Random Mind gave this movie a positive reviews, I was looking forward to it even more. And let me tell you, man, I am so happy that I finally got the chance to see it, because this movie truly is fucking awesome. Now it's time to talk about the story for this movie. Ralph is the villain for the game Fix-It Felix, but he doesn't want to be the fucking villain anymore, so he goes to another game and tries to be a hero. Now the story is very interesting and I was interested in everything that was going on in the movie. Well, the story wasn't just interesting, it was so fucking well told and well written. Now, I just want you guys to keep one thing in mind. I'm not much of a gamer. I don't play many video games and I'm not really a fan of many video games. But the only video games that I play are RuneScape and the Pokemon games. I play a few others, but not a lot. So, the question is this movie entertaining for both fans of video games and those that aren't fans of video games? Well, speaking as a guy that's not a fan of video games, I have to be entirely honest. This movie was entertaining for me even though I'm not a big fan of video games. So, it succeeds in being entertaining for people that aren't really much fans of video games. And I also love how those video game characters jumped from one game to another. That was a fucking awesome concept and it really worked for this movie. Now that I'm done talking about that, it's time to talk about the characters. The main character is of course Wreck-It Ralph. He is a villain of the game Fix-It Felix and his job is basically to wreck a building and he fucking hates it. Ralph, played by John C. Reilly, really fucking hates to be the villain. And you know what? That's very understandable because it does suck to be a villain. People hate you for it and it's not rewarding enough. So I understand them completely. Unfortunately for him though, even when he was trying to be a good guy, he still had it in him to be a villain. And that does suck for him. But he was trying to be the good guy though. Now it's time to talk about Fix-It Felix, played by Jack McBrayer. You know, even though he is the hero of the game and Ralph is the villain, Felix was surprisingly very nice to Ralph. And he wasn't very happy about the fact that Ralph abandoned the game, because without Ralph, the game is pretty much out of business. So Felix wanted him back badly, so he went to other games to look for him. Felix is overall a pretty nice guy. One of the games that Ralph went into is Sugar Rush, and a character from that game is Vanilla Von Sweets, played by Sarah Silverman. And it's time to talk about her. She is one of the characters of that game, and she is a pretty good character. And just like Ralph, she isn't actually happy about what she does in her game, and she wants to change it. Ralph and Vanilla were pretty good friends in this movie. Now it's time to talk about the visuals. The visuals for this movie are so fucking awesome. I really love how the characters traveled from one game to another. And the way a lot of the characters looked like was awesome. And not only is this a fucking awesome movie, it's also fucking hilarious. I was laughing several times during this movie and thought that several of the things in the movie was so fucking hilarious. And I mean really fucking hilarious. You wouldn't believe how hilarious a lot of the movie was. One more thing that I want to say about the movie before I get to my overall thoughts. A lot of people have been comparing this movie to the Toy Story trilogy. And to be honest with you, I think that this movie is more like Who Framed Roger Rabbit than it is a Toy Story movie. Wanna know why I say that? Well, it's because Who Framed Roger Rabbit is a movie where a lot of animated characters are in the same movie. Where Wreck-It Ralph is a movie where a lot of different video game characters are in the same movie. Yeah, so I think that comparing this movie with Who Framed Roger Rabbit is a better comparison. Now it's time for my overall thoughts. Overall, I really had a lot of fun with this movie. It's fucking awesome, fucking hilarious, and it's definitely high up on my best movies of 2012 list. So for that, I am going to give this movie 2 thumbs up. I really fucking love this movie. So go see it, man. Go see this fucking awesome movie. That's all I've got to say, people. Thanks for watching and have a fantastic day.